In the lightweight division, your main event at UFC Paris, you got Renato Moicano taking on Benoit Saint Denis, a guy who was rolling until he fell into or ran into Dustin Poirier. So let's get into it. Moicano, 19-5. Saint Denis, 13-2. This is Brazil versus France. Both guys 5'11". Moicano's 35, kind of, out of that prime window, but still looking really good and really has been trending to me over the last 6 fights. Saint Denis just 28 years old. He's got a 1-inch reach advantage. He fights southpaw or left-handed. Moicano fights right-handed. Saint Denis more active, 5.7 significant strikes per minute to 4.4, and lands more takedowns, like a takedown and a half per round compared to one every other round for Moicano. And Saint Denis a decent favorite in this fight. But let's get into it. Moicano, 72% takedown defense. Beat Jalen Turner, which means a lot to me because I think Jalen Turner's a good fighter. But he beat him in that one by second round KO. Also, Drew Dober by decision, and Brad Riddell by submission. His last loss was to RDA, Rafael dos Anjos, at UFC 272. This is in March of 2022 by decision. So he hasn't lost in, over 2 years. Benoit Saint Denis, 69% takedown defense, so they're very close in takedown defense. Lost to Dustin Poirier by KO. A lot of people surprised by that. Shouldn't be. DP's a great fighter, right? Then before that, he beat Matt Frevola by KO. Thiago Moises, KO. Submitted Ismail Bonfim. That was a big one. KO'd Gabriel Miranda and subbed Nicholas Stolte. So this guy is a finisher. And this is a tough prediction because, Moicano is a really good fighter. This is no slouch. It's not a guy you're just going to run through. You're going to have to get in there and look good. It's a lightweight division fight. It's the best in the UFC. It's a main event. It's in Paris. So obviously Saint Denis is going to be the favorite. He's going to be jacked up. And I think that carries him over the top of this one. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on him in this fight. Maybe he, looks slow and sluggish in the first round as he's, trying to make sure he doesn't get himself into trouble. He's coming off the KO loss, which will wake you up, right, and humble you. But yeah, Saint Denis is going to get the job done here. He's going to overwhelm Moicano on the feet or on the ground, wherever it goes. It just might take a little bit into the fight for that to take shape. It's going to look like an even fight for the first round and a half before Saint Denis takes over. But make no mistake, Saint Denis is going to take over. I think he wins this fight. I'd love to see him get a finish, but I think it will go to a decision, even though it is 5 rounds, because that's just how the lightweight division gets down. I mean, you're going to have 2 very good and technical fighters. But Saint Denis, in my opinion, wins this thing, whichever way it goes, on the feet, on the ground, and be the 14-2. That's my opinion. Lightweight division, UFC Paris.